Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Grant Ellis and Juliana Pasquarosa's engagement on The Bachelor season 29 failed, and I believe they are one of the franchise's weakest combinations. Their relationship, which culminated in a proposal on March 24, 2025, lacked the emotional depth of stronger Bachelor couples such as Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson. Grant's hesitation, as evidenced by his deep affections for runner-up Lisha Gar, whom he claimed to love, fostered distrust. Juliana's restrained nature and gradual emotional connection reduced her likability. Grant's shaky devotion made his choice of Juliana feel more like a default than a decision. Grant and Juliana's split was announced on June 13, 2025, barely 3 months after The Bachelor season 29 concluded. It verified my initial suspicions about their incompatibility. Juliana's insistence for a second proposal, as well as their non-committal wedding plans, which included retaining long-distance dwellings, indicated that Grant was not ready for marriage. The outcry was quick. Grant was characterized as a player, and their relationship was accused of being a media stunt. In comparison to successful Bachelor couples, Grant and Juliana's flimsy connection and post-show drama make them my least favorite Bachelor Nation pairing. When season 29 of The Bachelor aired, Grant appeared to be quite decisive. He swiftly identified the recipient of his first impression rose and appeared to know exactly what he was searching for. It wasn't long before the image began to unravel. Grant's mind shifted dramatically from one day to the next. The 31-year-old day trader and former basketball player frequently sent home his favorites, while retaining ladies he hardly noticed. I always felt like he didn't know what he wanted or what he was looking for. The season began with Grant handing his first impression rose and a single date to Alex Good, 28. They appeared to bond, but then he turned around and forgot about her for the remainder of the season. Dina, a 31-year-old participant, appeared to be his favorite until her hometown date went south. He told Lisha he'd pick her, then turned around and chose Juliana. Lisha even claimed Grant had told her he wanted to terminate the season early to be with her. Things appeared to be going well for the couple until Grant stated that he would be moving to Boston to be with Juliana. Grant lived in Houston, Texas prior to joining the casts of The Bachelorette season 21 and The Bachelor season 29. Juliana was quite attached to her large family, and Grant knew she'd have a difficult time leaving New England. The fact that he was eager to relocate looked like a good indication, but they were rarely seen together in public after that. It became more evident to me that they were not completely devoted to the partnership. Grant and Juliana's separation was upsetting, but the Bachelor brand has recently experienced some remarkable achievements. Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson got engaged at the end of The Bachelor season 28, and the couple is still happy and in love today. They are living together in Los Angeles while preparing for their much-anticipated wedding. The first season of The Golden Bachelorette finished with Joan Vassos and Chalk Chapel getting engaged, and the sexagenarian couple is still together. The Bachelor has produced numerous couples, but Grant and Juliana have been my least favorite. When The Bachelor season 29 premiered in January 2025, viewers were introduced to Grant Ellis, a poised, 31-year-old former college basketball player turned Houston-based day trader, who quickly captured attention for his charm, polished appearance, and calm demeanor. A fan favorite from Gen Tran's season of The Bachelorette, Grant was chosen to carry the franchise forward with the promise of a fresh start and, hopefully, a lasting love story. But what began with great promise would unravel in less than 3 months after the season ended. His final pick, Juliana Pasquarosa, a poised yet reserved 30-year-old from Boston, never seemed to emotionally connect in a way that translated through the screen. Their relationship, hastily sealed with a proposal on March 24, 2025, seemed devoid of the depth, sincerity, or passion viewers had come to associate with lasting Bachelor Nation couples. Even before the finale aired, it was clear to me that Grant and Juliana's bond lacked the strength needed to weather post-show pressures. Compared to recent successful pairings, like Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson, who got engaged the season before and continued thriving in Los Angeles while openly planning their wedding, Grant and Juliana looked more like two people trying to convince the world they were in love rather than actually being in it. Their interactions were stiff, their energy mismatched. Grant appeared conflicted even during their final moments on screen, and Juliana's cautious, restrained nature only compounded the sense that theirs was a relationship built more on optics than emotion. It was Lisha Gar, the runner-up, who exposed the emotional fracture at the core of Grant's decision. Throughout the season, Grant repeatedly voiced strong feelings for Lisha, telling her he could see himself leaving early with her, that she was the one, even expressing love on more than one occasion. But in a moment of cold logic, or perhaps fear, Grant pivoted and chose Juliana instead. It never felt like a confident decision. It felt like a retreat. When Lisha later revealed that Grant had privately told her he wanted to end the season early to be with her, it only solidified my belief that Juliana wasn't his first choice. She was the safe one. The default. And a love story born from hesitation rarely survives. The post-show months only proved this theory further. While Joey and Kelsey were sharing Instagram lives, home renovation stories, and wedding venue scouting trips, Grant and Juliana offered silence. When they did appear in public or post online, the body language was stiff and awkward. They lived in different states, Grant in Houston, Juliana in Boston, and there were no clear plans for consolidation. Juliana remained close to her family and job, and Grant gave vague answers during interviews about figuring it out. At one point, Juliana insisted on a second proposal for the sake of doing it right, but the event never materialized. Instead, whispers began circulating that they weren't even living in the same city anymore. The announcement of their split came on June 13, 2025, just shy of 3 months after the finale aired. There was no dramatic joint statement or carefully worded breakup post. Instead, it was quietly confirmed via a People magazine exclusive, with both Grant and Juliana offering brief, emotionally empty acknowledgments about differences in communication and needing time to grow individually. There was no sorrow, no sense of deep loss, just relief. The breakup, if anything, felt overdue. From the moment Grant handed Juliana the final rose, I had doubts. Unlike Bachelor leads who appeared confident in their choice, Joey, Zach Shallcross, even Peter Weber in his chaotic season, Grant seemed lost. He had great conversations with multiple women, but none of them ever felt anchored. He handed the first impression rose to Alex Good, who many assumed would go far. Their early chemistry during a one-on-one date sparked speculation that she could be the final pick. But shortly after their connection blossomed, Grant abruptly shifted his focus. Alex was rarely seen after week 3. Other frontrunners like Dina, whose hometown visit spiraled into tension after an awkward dinner with her disapproving father, were eliminated with similarly little explanation. Meanwhile, Grant's connection with Lisha continued to grow, until it didn't. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.